Hi, welcome, welcome. I am so glad you've joined today. I will be doing a video that will be broadcast on through StreamYard onto YouTube and to Facebook. And I'm shooting it live, but I was going to be out of the office on the Saturday when this is going to air. So I'm glad you've joined and you are watching a replay, even though I shot it live. So I won't be able to comment when you comment, but I can come back and watch the replay later and make any comments you want. So now that we have that little housekeeping out of the way, I'll introduce myself. I'm Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas, and happy to help you with any of your needs. If you need any of the products that I'm using today, or if you need a new catalog, we just got a wonderful new catalog. It's so exciting. And it just started on May 3rd. So it is new, new, new. And I'm showing you a simple card today that uses several different bundles and sets and stamp sets, dies, all that, but it still is a pretty easy one. And it is featuring the Bright and Beautiful DSP that is in the new Bright and Beautiful suite. And that is on the paper is on page 129 of the catalog. You get 48 sheets of 6x6 for $12.50. And this is actually the same paper. It's hard to believe that this is all from the same set, but I did a video a couple of weeks ago with this card using this multi-stripe paper that is really bright and has some gorgeous colors in it. And then this past Saturday, I did a card with this piece of paper, and it is from that same set. So it's hard to believe that today's card that's so subtle and pretty can be from that Bright and Beautiful set. So it's really has a broad appeal, that designer series paper. So just wanted to kind of show you how you can play with things and personalize your birthday cards or anniversary cards or whatever, if you're using the year or you're using initials or whatever you're using. This is an easy way to do it with the Alphabet a la mode but Alphabet a la mode dies. And these dies are 160750. That's the item number. And it's wonderful because they are so narrow. Each of the letters is really narrow, so you can spread out a whole word over a whole card. Because a lot of times the letters are wider, so you can't fit as many on a card. But this is an awesome set, and it has duplicates of some of the vowels and some of the most used letters, and then it has all the numbers and a little ampersand and some exclamation points and all that. So fun things to go in that set. I highly recommend it. And that was in the January to April mini, and it has carried over. And then today we're also using the Charming Sentiments bundle. And we're using the Wishing You the Happiest of Birthdays. That comes in play in here. Whoops, we've already written in here. This card I made for my friend Amy. And she's already had her 60th birthday recently. And I borrowed the card back to show you today. All right. Well, we've got the dies in here, the Charming Sentiments dies. And that is number 158733. Those are the Sentiment Silhouettes dies. And then the Charming Sentiment stamp set is the one that goes with that. And that is 159985. And it's no longer in a bundle. It did carry over to the new catalog, but it's not in the bundle anymore. So I wanted to show you I've already done the die cutting, but there are cute little candles and little flames and packages, gifts, hearts, stars, a lot of different extra dies besides all the dies that cut out the sentiments with just a little outline around them. So it's a great set, and I recommend that one. And now we have, just for the circle shapes, we use the Stylish Shapes dies, which we've had a while, and thank goodness they're still in the catalog. 159183. Stylish Shapes dies. And these are just a must in your collection. You'll just use them all the time. So there we go. That's my spiel, and I'm sticking to it. All right, we're going to make this pretty quick today. Since it's a simple one, we'll get out our stamps. I've got my little card base here, typical 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 5 1/4. We'll just get after our little bone folder here and always kind of match up the corners on the other side if you can get those even. Let me give you the close-up here of the card. And we'll put me over in the corner. There we go. So get that edge burnished well so your card will lay flat. I flip it over and do both sides. And then we've got a 4 by 5 1/4 of the Designer Series paper. And we'll just use a little Stampin' seal on this one. And I like to use my silicone mat to make sure I don't get glue where I don't want it. We'll just line that up with an even border all the way around. There we go. And we will, let's do our stamping next. And I'll use my little Stampin' Pierce mat for that. And we're going to use the set, like I said, from the Charming Sentiments bundle. And I'm using the Fresh Freesia. The colors that I'm using are the brand new Bubble Bath color, which is a wonderful pink. That is pink with a tiny bit of purplish in it, but it's really a pretty pink. And we're going to move this over a little bit toward the right because I'm going to mount some DSP on that side. So wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And I would use the pink, but I don't think it shows up quite as well. It's such a light color. It's great for a filler if you're doing two-step stamping. But I really feel like for greetings, they need to be a little darker. So I'm trying to stick with this really soft color scheme. And we're going to use the woohoo on our little circle that we've got on the front. One of the Stylish Shapes dies. And I'm kind of going toward the bottom on this one. And it goes pretty much edge to edge. Woohoo! It's birthday time for somebody. You'll get to see who soon. I am late sending out her card. One of my team members, Jennifer, just had a birthday, and I wanted to do this video and do this card for her. So it's late. And I should have put the stretching out the birthday celebration thing on here. I didn't think about that. All right, let's think about where we are now. Oh, the small Designer Series paper piece. Let's see where I put that. Am I setting everything on it? I've already lost all my pieces here. Oh my goodness. I haven't moved from this spot. Okay, oh, well, they're all... Well, I'll come back to that piece. I am not sure where that went. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the pink side up instead of the, which you could do. You could do the striped pink on the other side, or you can bring the inside in and go ahead and do the little bubbles. I think of them as bubbles. I don't know what y'all are thinking of them as. We'll move the Stampin' Pierce mat out of the way, and the pink does look pretty, but I think I'm going to stick with the bubble theme. And I'm just going to use our liquid glue since this is a really skinny strip. And I'm just going to bring a little bit of the outside of the card in to the inside. Easy peasy. And then I think that's all I'm going to do there on the inside. So we're just going to go ahead and glue that in. Even border all around. Now, I'm going to play with this. I've played with several different sizes of circles, and you can make it however you want. Of course, it's your card, so make it the way you want. We're going to take our little candle that I've already cut out, and you can use any kind of sparkly paper. We have had this particular one is retired, but we've got a new one in the catalog called Bedazzled or something like that that looks a lot like one that we had as a, whoops, did that backwards. Ha! That's what I get for talking while I'm trying to work. This doesn't feel like work, it feels like play, which is awesome. Okay, we're going to glue the back side of the little Fresh Freesia piece. And you don't really need it on that tip exactly, but I'm just going to line that up on top of the silver. And you could use a silver foil. You could make it white if you wanted, just to kind of stick in the color scheme. But I'm trying to get here where you can see it all. All right, so we've got that glued. And now we're going to glue our little flame. But I like this sparkly silver, so I'm sure since you're a crafter, or you probably wouldn't be watching this, you probably have some silver or shiny paper. Shiny, glittery, glimmery, any of those would work to make a fun candle and a flame without having to do yellow or something that, you know, doesn't really match your whole setup. So we want to coordinate with the designer series paper. So we're going to grab a little bit of the edge of this. If you have foam adhesive strips, which I do, but I didn't bring in here, we're just going to grab a little bit off the edge because you don't want to waste anything on this dimensional sheet. Let's see if we have that about right. And I would recommend going up on your flame also and covering that. So you're covering the candle and the flame. And this kind of cements those two pieces together, and we're giving it a foam adhesive back. Okay. And then get this out of here. And I tried playing around just with the arrangement, which you could do this. I can kind of show you a little bit different one here. And I'm just going to do, since I don't know the age, I don't know exactly how old Jennifer is with this birthday. So I'm just doing HB for happy birthday. And we're trying a little bit bigger circle than we did here, just so y'all have an idea of how you can play with this, depending on how long the name is, or if you're just doing initials or what you're doing. So we're going to get our little glue mat again. Our liquid glue. And we're going to do Jennifer. We're just going to do Jen. Do we like that? And then we got to leave room for our little candle. I feel like I'm kind of covering up too much of the bubble paper with that. We're going to go ahead and get the HB on while I decide whether to leave the big circle or leave it the smaller circle like we did here. This is one size down from that one. And I wish I could ask y'all what you think, but it will be too late by the time I read your comment. And if you wanted to do the foam adhesive sheet behind these, you could use that. And a while ago when I said foam adhesive sheet, I meant foam adhesive strips, but you could use sheet or strips on on the candle, like I said. And however you lined that up on the first one, you can kind of move it since it's a circle and get it kind of lined up there. Let's see how we like this with the candle over here. Do we like that big circle or do we like the smaller circle with the gin in this arrangement? Let's see how well the gin fits. Gin for Jennifer. Whoop. Maybe I do like the bigger one on this, just to give y'all some variety. No, I think I'm going to pop that up. I'm going to pop all the circles up and pop up the candle also. Couldn't think of the word. All right, I'm going to get that glue off with the little wet wipe. Get these backings off. Get this kind of where we want it. And I'm not going to press it down really hard yet. I'm just going to get this on here and just that way we can pull up those dimensionals if we don't wait too long and don't press too hard. I think that'll work better if that was one level. So we're just going to put 3 dimensionals. I think that works best in a circle. Hope y'all are having a great week and weekend wherever you are. I sure appreciate you tuning in. And if you know of any crafty folks who might enjoy card making, please share the video. I love teaching people new techniques or showing you different color combinations or just something different that you haven't tried before. And if you have friends who enjoy doing this, that would be great to share with them, because I am trying to build my business. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator full-time now, which is awesome. I love being able to do that because I love creating and I love inspiring people and I love sharing my creations and watching other people share theirs. I do have a Facebook page that's Create with Kelly. And then I have a group. You can join the group that is Create with Kelly Crew. I'd love to have you part of our paper crafting community, because that way you can post if you like this card and you make a version of it and you'd like to share it with others in that group. That would be awesome. You can take a picture of your card and share it on there. We just had another one of my team members, Diane, just shared her Mother's Day card, and so did Rebecca. And it's just a lot of fun to see what each of us creates, and it's a really supportive group, and we love getting together and having lunch once a month. And I have in-person classes here in Lubbock. if y'all are in this area and might be interested in those are going to be on my website. You can subscribe to my blog and website at createwithkelly.com. And that's just create with Kelly, spelled the right way, Kelley. I don't want to insult any of you other Kellys out there. Everybody thinks they spell it the right way, right? Okay. But if you're going to get to my blog and website, that's where you need to go, createwithkelly.com. See how fun and easy that was? Isn't that cute? And you could do any size of circles, kind of different color combinations, any designer series paper that you have. And that is a simple, fun card. And you can see how the arrangement works a lot of different ways. And you could raise those letters up if you wanted to and make them stand out however you wanted it to be. So I am happy you joined today, and I hope you will subscribe to my blog and share with your friends and come to classes if you're interested in Love-Up. Just let me know. You can email me at kelly@createwithkelly.com. And if you need any of the products you saw today, the host code is at the bottom there, BRZXXE6U. And that is my host code for May. And that's what really helps me be able to order products and show you new items all the time on videos that are free for you. So I would appreciate it. If your order is under 150, you can use that host code. And if it's over 150, you'll get your own goodies, freebies. So thanks again for tuning in. Hope y'all have a great week. Lots of fun times ahead. If you let me know if you have any questions or you need a catalog, I'm happy to help. Thanks a lot. Off from Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator with createwithkelly.com. Great to see you again. Bye. Fun times ahead.